Welcome back. And to the security issues, the use of mercenaries to fight Boko Haram has received support from governors from the northeast. The suggestion was first made by Governor Zulum, which was backed by the governors who were in Borno on a condolence visit over the recent killings of farmers in the state. According to them, this way the war against terrorists will be won. Joining us to discuss this, we have Beach Johnson, who is a former captain with the U.S. Army, but is currently in Nigeria. So good to have you, Captain Beach.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, let's look at the import of this move by the governor or the northeastern governor. Some would say that this is a voice of frustration. This is a voice of saying that confidence has been lost in Nigerian army. Or do you have a different interpretation?
No, actually not. I think it's quite remarkable. It's an indictment on Nigerian military that they lack the capacity to deal with this national security threat that we've been dealing with over the last decade. You know, so
I hope network is not going to be very, very unkind to us this evening, because we intend to look at what could have led to this position by the governors who are directly affected by the excesses of the insurgents. I think you're back. You can continue your thoughts. Yeah, Captain Beach, you are live now. You can continue your thoughts. Okay, we'll quickly take a short break, and hopefully, if the network is not good enough, we will have to resort to a phone call. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back. It's still Plus Politics, and we are looking at the move by the Northeast governor saying that it is time to explore the option of having mercenaries to help them fight the Boko Haram insurgency. So we have Captain Beach Johnson, who is former U.S. Army, giving us some insight on how this issue should be viewed. So you can continue your thoughts.
okay. So what I was saying is that this is a remarkable indictment on the Nigerian military by this governor. So basically, what they're saying is that our military does not have the capacity to deal with the security challenges that we have in the Northeast. Therefore, we should need an external assistance to be able to deal with it. Now, kind of they understand that this is not the first time we have used mercenary in Nigeria. The former administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan, towards the twilight of his administration, had used mercenaries to recover some of the territories in the Northeast that were occupied by Boko Haram at that time. And that was why we were able to conduct election in every part of the country. So it's not really a bad idea. It's a good idea, because we can't continue doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different outcome. It's quite clear to all of us that the Nigerian military as of today does not have the capacity to end this insurgency. So we must have to look for external assistance.
That's a very, very strong, and using your word, remarkable indictment. I struggle to, understand that oxymoron that you used. But let's look at the fear raised by the Minister of Information a few days ago when he said there is some kind of deliberate sabotage by the world powers, not to help us fight these insurgencies. Don't you think there is some, strong information available to him?
There is no information available to Lai Mohammed. I don't see the benefit in world powers see Nigeria collapse. If Nigeria collapses, like the way the Minister of Information has said, it will be a tremendous cost to the international community in terms of dealing with the refugees that are going to come out of this country. So it would be in their best interest to see Nigeria collapse. Look at why the powers are not selling equipment to Nigeria. I'll give you one typical example. The United States, for example, has Leahy law in place before there was Boko Haram. They didn't make that law because of Nigeria. That law was made to protect human rights, to protect citizens from their own security agencies. You saw what happened at Lekki Toll Gate. Those are some of the reasons why these powers are not selling equipment to Nigeria.
Okay.
Because they fear that the equipment that they sell to Nigeria will end up being used against innocent Nigerian citizens. That is the fear of the powers. And that is why they are not selling equipment to Nigeria, because over and over again, our security forces have abused our citizens with the equipment that they acquire from these powers. And so the powers have learned that they can't continue in that way.
Captain Beach, you recall that some days ago, and I think I also saw your write-up on, it was even on this station when you explained how our Nigerian military worked with the U.S. military and that American citizen was rescued. So there's been some kind of collaboration. So where is the distrust coming from? Because what Lai Mohammed probably referred to predates what happened in Lekki Toll Gate.
That's what I'm telling you now, that, subsequent administration will take into account what happened at Lekki Toll Gate to be able to strike deal with Nigeria when it comes to terms of selling equipment to them. That has not been the only incidences. Amnesty International over the years has been reporting about human rights abuses by Nigerian security forces. Now, going back to the article that I wrote, I am not aware of any collaboration between the Nigerian military and the U.S. service members who came into Nigeria to rescue the U.S. citizens. I am not aware of such collaboration. But what I said is that I know that the United States will not inform Nigeria before they carried out that operation, because they have that trust deficit. And besides, America will not want to put the lives of their service members in jeopardy by informing Nigeria ahead of that operation. They might have informed Nigeria after the operation was carried out, but not before they carried out that operation.
Okay, so in practical terms now, what do you think the governors are up to? Are they simply telling Mr. President, please let mercenaries come to resolve this issue? Because I don't think they have the power to have this kind of, bargain with mercenaries outside the country. This time it might even be from Israel, or we don't know.
No, sure, they don't have the power to do that, but they can recommend, and that is what they are doing. Look, Kayode, the truth of the matter is we can't continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different outcome. This insurgency has dragged on for too long, so we must have to try other methods, including mercenaries, to help us end the insurgency. It's not new. The former administration did it towards the twilight of former President Goodluck administration. They used mercenaries from South Africa, and they were able to recover some territories that were occupied by Boko Haram.
But our confusion then, Captain Beach, before you round off, please, our confusion then was there was so much hype, there was so much expectation about these mercenaries coming to help us rescue the Chibok girls, and the other, abductees then. And suddenly we saw them backtrack. Until today, information is not available to us. So are we sure that the same factors that were there have been eliminated?
Look, the reason why is because when this current administration came into office, the president ended that agreement. And so those mercenaries went home. Look, it's not a new thing. Even the U.S. uses private security companies. I am sure you are aware of Black Waters. We use Blackwater security in Iraq. So it's not a new thing. Who are mercenaries? Mercenaries could be private security practitioners, people like us, retired military personnel, those who are not serving anymore. Those are the mercenaries that they're talking about here. They must not be foreign invaders.
Okay. Thank you so much, Captain Beach Johnson, who happens to be with the U.S. Army. And thank you. And we hope that your counsel, your piece of advice will be taken seriously and we'll see an end, because we've been told that the insurgency may not be completely rooted out. But whatever language it is, we are sick and tired of the gruesome killings in any part of the country. Thank you once again.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we will take a breather, and when we return, I will be giving you my take. Please don't go anywhere. Here is my take. Quite a sad commentary coming from the ICPC. It would have been better, at least to have some consciousness, if this was a matter of opinion, but coming from agency like ICPC leaves much to be desired. Among the three tiers of government, the judicial arm of government is regarded as last hope of the common man. If then it is a matter of the higher or highest bidder, then we are in trouble. Agreed. These priests and priestesses and the temple of justice are products of decaying system. But where do we head to for succor if the last, I repeat, the last hope of common man is stained with bribery and other untoward activities? The effect really calls for sober reflection. It calls for cleaning of the audience table, both in the bench and the bar. And that's my take tonight. Plus Politics returns tomorrow, same time. Join us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Twitter handle at Plots TV Africa, Instagram, and Facebook. I am Kayode Ladeide, saying bye for now.